All right, guys, welcome back. We are back out here on the river throwing the frog. You know, we didn't get a chance to shoot an intro earlier in the morning because we were trying to get to a good spot and take advantage of that low light. But now, since I'm running back, I'm gonna start fishing a little bit slower. I have a little time to shoot the intro, so I decided to shoot it now. We just came out here for a few hours before it gets really hot. It's supposed to be like 107 today or something like that, so I'm gonna try to get off the water before noon. Call it a day early. You know, we got here about like 6:30ish around there. I wasn't even sure I was gonna fish today, so just decided to come up real quick and get the lines wet. And we just brought one rod and a box of topwater lures. We did get on pretty good this morning, so hope you guys enjoy this video. That's a good one right there. Jeez, he looked a lot bigger when he blew on it. It's a little squeaker. Another good one. There's another one. You know, one thing I do like about fishing in the morning is that when the way the sun rises, it doesn't cast a shadow onto where you're gonna fish, you know. Versus if you come in the evening, your shadows onto the mat where you want to fish, because the sun will be behind you. But the only thing about the morning bite is that window is really quick. The evening bite, the window lasts a bit longer. You get more bites in the afternoon. The morning, you gotta get them really fast, and it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. So, it's pretty happy with those ones that got pretty early there. This place isn't too far from me, so just coming out here for a few hours makes it worth it. So kept it very simple today. Just one tackle box of top waters and one fishing rod. That's all it is. You know, you don't need much to fish this place. I mean, if I wanted to catch a lot of fish, I could have brought a single rod or something. But it's really hard to beat that frog bite. That's the thing when they are eating it. There we go, 4-pounder right there. Look at that. That's how you want them hooked right there. .34. All right, guys, 4.29 right here. Pretty good one. Big one. Oh. 4-pounder. Man, he sure looked a lot bigger when he jumped. So 4.03. All right, guys, 4.03. Solid fish right here. Another frogfish. Little guy. Pounder? Three, so skinny, look at him. But look, choked it. It's weird, look, this one has a coal tag hole. And there's no termites here. Check this one out. Long and skinny. That's like the body of like a 4-pounder, but it's about 3 pounds, probably maybe 3.25, maybe. Really skinny, maybe somewhere around there, but not too bad. You know, so far a pretty good day. I mean, got quite a bit of bites actually. I thought it was gonna be much lower since it's gonna be since the weekend and there's some fishing pressure. When they do eat it, it seems like they do get it really good. So I didn't miss too many blowups too. I would say probably missed about 3 blowups. The rest of them has been pretty good. Last time we were here, you know, they were short striking it and things like that, so they're a little bit harder to catch. But maybe when the sun's a little higher, the duckweed might be a little better. Just fishing with steeper stuff and there's isolated heights and stuff. Try to get a few more and then run back and fish that duckweed. But I really like a popping frog for these areas. Just because the water is a lot more dirtier, you can call them up and pull them out of the grass. You know, the walking frog is really good for when you're fishing on the duckweed since it comes through it so much more nicer. But if I'm around this dinner hyacinth and stumps and things like that, I just throw the popping frog. the other one I missed earlier was bigger. There must have been a few of them right there. Because the other one I hooked, usually when you hook them, they don't come back. So it has to be a different fish. Little small one. See, that's how they should be getting hooked. Right on the roof. $3-pounder right here. Solid one. So what I'm doing is I'm just throwing it out there, just reeling it until they show themselves. They'll blow up on it. Most of the time they miss it, but they'll come around the second time. They eat it pretty good. So just gotta keep casting until you find one. You know, it's really hard to find them. It's not a lot of fish here, so to work it really slow, it'll take all day to just cover a little portion of this place. The one thing that stuck out to me about this mat compared to all the other, that it has a lot of carp and a lot of bluegills under it. You can hear all the little carp sucking on the top. You can hear the little popping from when the carps are under it. Just when you got things like that, it just shows that there's a lot of life under it. So once I was coming by and I heard all that stuff, I decided to just come over here and fish it. You know, the thing is that this duckweed isn't always here. It just floats around, and it's one day it's over here, one day it's over there. It just depends on where the wind blows it. You just have to find a patch that has a lot of life under it. Because not all of them will have a fish under it, you know, even though it looks good. If it doesn't have a few of those key components, you know, it just can be really hard to get a bite. Just like that. They'll show themselves. Seen the fish wake right behind it. Little guy. Oh, squeaker. That was cool, right? Solid one right there. Woo! Man, Had to blow up all the way over there. Oh, jeez. Just 3-pounders today, huh? I'm not complaining about 3-pounders, but choked it. It's another solid fish right there. Tank, a 6-pounder. He's a 5. Thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than that, but I will take it. What a tank. Alright guys, that's a good one today. 6 pounds. He's actually pretty short. I didn't think he was gonna make 06, but I guess what they're eating, they're actually eating on baby carp might be heavier than what they normally eat, is like bluegills, but these guys are definitely busting on the little baby carps under the duckweed. You can see them chasing every now and then, and there's a bunch of little carp just swimming around. So good 6-pounder right here. All right guys, that was a nice one. Seeing that fish chasing all those carp under there and threw it over there. She didn't blow up on it the first time, but the second time, man, just came up and crushed it. I don't know, so these fish don't look heavy, but I guess they are pretty heavy. I guess it might just be what their diet is on the lake, because there's some lakes where you can catch them and they're just fat, but they're light, you know. Oh, there's another one. Oh, come on. Yeah, but like I was saying, I mean, it might just be their diet on the lake, right? If they're eating, I'm guessing they can be a lot heavier if they're eating carp. But yeah, they're not feeding on bluegills here. They're feeding on the carp. Because the other day, when I did catch one, he spit up a bunch of carp. So they're definitely eating carp instead of the bluegills out here on the duckweed. I think the ones that are closer to the bank, those guys are eating bluegills, but the ones out here in the center, these guys are definitely eating carp. Because there really isn't any bluegills down under the duckweed. It's just all a bunch of carps. Alright, gonna need to retire this frog. It's taking too much water. It got torn right here, so I think that's the reason why I'm missing those blow-ups, because it got ripped up. But gonna retire it. It used to be green, but now it's majority white. Oh man, bottom jaw. Usually lose them when they get hooked on the bottom jaw. Man, the frog bite's been pretty good today, you know. Hey, you know, I've always just came in the evening, so it's nice to actually come in the morning so you can get that afternoon bite, because usually in the afternoon the duckweed is usually pretty good because it's really shaded and these fish can actually tuck under it. Early in the morning or evening, you want to get up against the bank because those fish start to pull up shallow up on the shore. Yeah, the afternoon is pretty nice. It's just because you don't feel rushed or anything. You can pick apart everything that looks good and find the good patches that is really productive. Look at that, another solid one. That's how most of the fish have been eating the frog today. It's gone. .06. I missed it that time. That's another good one. Bottom jaw again, huh? I don't like it when they get hooked on the bottom jaw. They always come off. That's a 4-pounder. Come on, chop. .16. Another good fish right here, guys. 4.1. It's pretty chunky. These guys are pretty chunky for summer fish. Oh man, my hand's all busted up. I don't want to hold them with my left hand. But man, beautiful fish. There we go. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Look at that one. It's gotta be a high 3, 4-pounder. Choked it again. Man, their teeth are so freaking sharp. .05. Oops. All right, chill out. 4.01. Last fish of the day. I'm gonna call it a day. It's just getting way too hot out here. Even though they are still chewing, I'm running out of water too, so good fish right here. All right, so my best 5 today is 22.59. I got 4 4-pounders and 1 6-pounder, but pretty good day. We aren't going home yet. Oh my God, we gotta go home now. It's getting way too hot here. More frog is not. Can't take no more of this. Look at that. .7, guys. Nice and long one. It's pretty skinny. All right, guys, that is gonna be it for today. Man, we stayed out a lot longer than what we had planned to. The only reason why we stayed longer is the bite got better, right? You know, that's typical frog bite. You know, usually when the sun gets higher, these fish really like to tuck away under the mats and stuff like that. But You know, we stayed out longer. You know, the fishing was really good. We caught somewhere about 22 pounds for our best 5. We caught tons of fish today on the Frog. A lot more than what I was expecting to catch. We started to figure it out, you know, found several areas where the fish were actively feeding. They weren't shy when they did bite. If you threw it and they missed it, you can usually get them to bite again. As long as if you didn't hook them, they'll come back and bite it. The thing is that a lot of times when they did blow up on it, they weren't on the same, they weren't at the same spot that they blew up, but they're around that general area. It seems like they're just roaming around under there. They're not really sitting under it. They're just roaming back and forth in there. Caught a nice 6-pounder, and the rest of my good fish were 4 pounds. Our average fish was probably around 3 pounds, I want to say. Other than that, guys, we had a good time out here, and that is gonna be it for today. Probably make a few more trips out here since the bite's so good. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.